with me doing that, it just requires me to do a lot more paperwork.
I hate to put you
if
through
you guys,
it,
so if you guys want to, because if you guys want to go that route,
okay,
I have to
paperwork.
I hate paperwork, dude. If there's so much of it. So if you guys want to go that route, I basically start the complaint, I send it up to the top, they're going to send it back down to me, and then I would interview him. I would probably re-interview one of you guys, maybe.
Okay.
And then
I want to go that route.
You want to go that route?
Because the way he's driving, I'm not thinking of myself.
Because in the end, I'm probably going to end up finding it the same way of training and potential progressive, like a written reprimand is what I'm looking at. It just requires a lot more work than me documenting it in his...
I just don't want him to kill a child. That's all.
And he won't.
Well, that's how he's driving, so... Yep. Phoenix Cop Watch in the city of Mesa.
Emergency phone here.
So I almost got hit by a police vehicle up the road by Bowen. So I'm out here. Yep. So reckless driving. So here, let me make the call. So the lobby closes super early. Ooh, the box.
The black phone.
He's gonna call Batman.
Yeah, fire up the bat signal. Oh, I wasn't recording yet. Guys, Desert Dog Community Watch here with Arizona Auditor and Phoenix Cop Watch. We're here at the Mesa Police Station, the Red Mountain subdivision, here to file a complaint because an officer almost ran over Phoenix Cop.
Hi, I'm out here at the Red Mountain precinct. No one's in the office. I need to speak to a sergeant or lieutenant immediately. One of your officers almost ran me down. Yeah, right.
Scanner.
Yeah, right in front. I do not wish to give that information. You can dispatch a supervisor or a lieutenant out here. I do not need to give you any identification or any phone numbers. There's 3 people standing out front of the Red Mountain precinct station. Yes. I have video proof of the incident. It was car 1805. Correct. Yes. Blue shirt, gray pants is all your game. It doesn't matter.
they calling somebody? I'm sure to scan it.
Some come out.
Oh,
Oh, of course.
Popo.
There we go. It is. Victory lap.
Get your left.
This is a practice drive of shame lap.
Yeah, we're out here.
It's a Popo.
Alright.
Look at these guys. Right in the tree.
The Popo. How's it going? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you do got a wrench. Feel free to use it when necessary. You know how I roll.
You got a rash?
No, a wrench.
Oh, okay.
So Mesa hasn't been in the news lately because they know that they gotta behave for a little while. We've had a few instances where they failed to identify or acted rude, but nothing like crazy like some months ago. I think they're getting the memo that, hey, we need to at least look like we're doing something besides beating the shit out of people. So there's a guy laughing over here. I don't know if he's one of the bosses. 2 officers here. Not sure what precinct they're out of. I don't know Mesa that well. Yeah, they're both laughing. You guys got calls? Drive safely! Don't break any laws! Don't shoot! Don't shoot anyone! Don't tackle anyone! 1805! Slow down! 1805! 1288. Being professional.
That's who Boeing sold off the Apache helicopter.
Oh wow.
That's where they make the Apache.
Alright, so we're at Falcon Field here in Mesa, Arizona. So we need to get 1805's badge number because he keeps illegally parking. You see? Doesn't know what he's doing. And I think he might be the supervisor. It's another pun. So
I can't see it in my... Oh wait.
So it's Allied University or Universal 1805! 1805!
Don't even talk to us.
1805!
How about that?
Bye!
Allied. Allied Universal. These guys notorious.
Bye. Let's stop this guy. Stop. Stop. Hey. Hey.
What are you doing, man?
I want your name and badge number.
Walking in front of the road, in front of the car. What are you doing?
Crossing.
He's got the right of way.
You guys get out of the way.
What's your name and badge number?
Bro?
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
Get out of the way.
You need to get fired.
Yeah, the road.
He got the right
Pedestrians have right away.
Write me a commendation.
No. Asshole.
Look good. Wow.
Hey, what's your badge number, bro? Give me your badge
What's your badge number? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
Look at that.
You guys see that guy almost run over Phoenix?
Sure did.
Man.
Tires squealed, man.
Okay, 1805 and 1288. So
There's the supervisor.
So it's Ruiz.
Hey, Ruiz. Hi, guys.
Hi. How's your night going?
Busy.
So one of your officers.
Can I ask who wants to make the complaint?
It's myself.
Okay, what's going on?
So one of your officers, I believe his name is Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Yeah, A. Ruiz.
Ruiz, R-U-I-Z. Okay.
Over at Boeing.
I think I'm familiar with the Boeing call. You guys were up there with the cameras, and then you guys got into it with the security guards.
No,
Well, not really. I mean, they try to violate our rights.
Not you. The security guards were. You guys were off property, right?
Yeah.
And then the security guards were coming up to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. In
and kinda
his
creating
face.
a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they got in our face, bro. But the issue that we're having today is not the security guards, it was the police officer.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened with
So A. Ruiz. Ruiz.
Yeah.
At the last call, because he was up at Northrop Grumman before that.
him? So there were two calls.
Yeah.
That we had up there. Was it
Yeah.
the first one or the second one? Second one.
So-
no issues on the first one.
So the first
No,
one.
I just peeled off.
Yeah,
I mean,
aggressive
unsafe
driving.
from the get-go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just peeled off. You know,
Exactly.
They didn't want to talk to us.
So the second one, he ended up like I was trying to like get his attention. I was yelling 1805, which is his car number, because I wanted to just talk to him.
Okay.
Instead, he proceeded to go directly to his vehicle, and so he got in, and I walked.
So this is after the
yeah.
incident. You're
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
Ruiz's attention.
We were trying to talk to the officers. And
Okay.
I said, hey, and actually before they left, they're still talking to the security guards. I said, officers, can we have a word with you, officers? And they just completely ignored us, walked to their vehicles.
Yep.
Came out. As soon as he tried to cross the street, that officer gunned him. He gunned it out.
And we have it on
just
film.
Broke
You have it on
right
film?
in front
Can I
of
see
us.
it?
It was live. You want to show him?
Can I see it?
You have the other.
I'm
You
live.
guys got 3 cameras
So-
going, so I'm pretty sure you could cut one of them off.
Here, I can show you on this one.
You can go on my time.
So let me ask before we go any further, like how far do you guys want to go in the complaint process?
Well, we want everything
Yeah,
documented. We want everything on paper.
Well, so that's where it gets a little like I noticed that you guys didn't want to give your name to our dispatch, which is cool. Because I'm not. I mean, you guys aren't detained by me, so you don't have to give me a name. You guys called me here. If you guys want to do like the formal complaint process, I do have to get your information because for it to go on paperwork, I need a way to follow up with you or an investigator.
Yeah,
to follow up
I
with
can
you
give you a
if it
phone
goes
number
that
and
route.
email.
It'll be his complaint. He'll give you the.
Or there's another way for it to get documented where we don't have to go that full route.
No,
You guys-
I want to go that.
You
He's
wanna
a
go the full route?
he's a danger to the public.
Okay.
The way that he drives.
Yeah, I mean, if it would have
Can
been
I-
one-time
so-
incident, you know what I mean? But you can
It
tell
would be a
from the-
one-time incident
Right,
for
but
today.
No.
You can tell from the get-go, from
Yeah.
the first call,
He's aggressive.
that he was aggressive.
He's over-aggressive.
Same two guys.
And then he tried to get into our face and realized that if he wasn't on
He came
film,
out aggressive after almost running him
yeah,
over. He came out and said,
if,
get off the road.
if we weren't on film, if it was just one of us, it
Is
would.
there any way I can see the film?
He's
Also,
gonna pull up the
also they, if I send this up, they might need a copy of this. Would you be able to get a
It's
copy
Yeah.
actually,
of
it's
this?
published.
It's live.
It's online. It was all live.
What is it, like Facebook?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So
Trying to.
I don't know
This is
how
out
to
on McDowell.
Yep.
play
So
pictures.
here he's Alex, he was trying to get in front of him, stop him, talk to him.
Is your body cam running?
I don't have a body camera. Sergeants don't have them.
You see that?
I am audio recording.
Tile squared. You see it squeal,
Okay,
he had to
cool.
squeal his tires to stop.
Now let me ask you, was he, do you, and I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm not justifying anything because I do take complaints serious and I want to look into it. Do you think that he was just trying to,
Oh, he gunned it, bro.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
but do you think maybe he was just trying to get out of there because
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't want to deal with you guys
Probably.
anymore? Or do you think he was just trying,
No.
like me, I don't think he's trying to hit you guys. Like, I think he's trying to get out of there because
But that's
he might be.
It's not a good justification.
I agree
No,
with you 100%.
it's not.
100%.
Absolutely, he was trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to get out of there, and I understand where people like.
I know.
I have a little different approach as a sergeant because I don't mind you guys videotaping. I've been doing this job long enough.
Well,
Like,
none of you guys should. None of
no,
you.
and
No.
I never do. The only way that it's a problem is if it conflicts with our actual investigation
Right, if we
and or
interfere with
officer
your-
safety.
right,
Absolutely.
But the
Now, I
fact is,
can't-
I mean, if you were on that call and we
Yeah.
wait you down, hey man, hey, all we want to do is submit get your name and badge number so we have a clear record of who
Okay.
showed up,
Yeah.
what happened.
No, I
You
get
know what I
that.
mean?
I
And
get
that's all
that.
we try to do. And I
So
said, I
what?
will be in court.
So what would? Because when I do a complaint, what would your guys' complaint be about? Reference him.
Well-
Would it be discourteousness
No,
or
I mean, that was just
was he
fun. I mean,
was he professional?
no, not at
No,
all. Not even
no.
close.
So what would
No,
so
not
what
at
would
all.
be your
I
complaint?
mean, if
Uh,
on the video shows, man, and we were there live, he
Yeah.
gunned it.
No,
Just
I
trying to
know,
get
but
out.
so what I'm asking is like when I do a complaint, is there anybody in the car?
Yeah, somebody.
She's waiting on
She's
some.
waiting on.
She's not related
So-
to you
No,
guys.
no.
Okay. My thing would be what would your complaint on him be for? Like what do you
Reckless
want-
driving.
Reckless driving? Reckless driving has to entail a couple of specific things. You need 3 moving
How about
violations.
failure to yield
Yeah,
Failure to yield.
to
to a
to yield
pedestrian?
to a pedestrian
pedestrian.
because he had the right of way
Yeah.
to cross, and
Okay.
all he was going to do was
He was
cross.
walking
the
Which,
across
side.
to
which
get
would
to
be
the
a
driver.
civil violation.
And
So,
yeah.
I mean,
So
let me reverse that question for
Okay.
you, because you probably know a lot more of what this could
Right.
tell. So if you witness, you know, kind of what we just showed you, where this guy is just like you said, maybe just trying to leave.
So we're looking
Well,
at
he
not a
just gunned
cop. We're
Uh,
looking
no,
at
no,
it.
no,
We're
it's-
looking at it like
by
an
all
engineer's
means.
leaving Boeing. Somebody's getting
Sure.
ready to
Well, it
cross, and he
shouldn't be
tries to.
different.
Yeah,
Sure.
it
Would
should
there
be
a
the same.
difference? What's the difference
Okay.
between the two?
It should be the same.
Well, honestly, there's no difference because honestly, the police department we have to follow. We are allowed to violate civil driving statutes in the course of
Whoa.
our duty, depending on what we're going.
Right, if you're on a call- if you're on a call.
If we're on a call, so
Right.
code 3 driving, right?
Right.
Lights and sirens.
Right.
We're allowed to
Oh,
forego
yeah.
certain.
But he was in code 3.
No, and that's what I'm saying. There's certain civil statutes that we're allowed to violate that we're protected in the course of our duty, whether we're responding to an emergency. We're allowed to go above the speed limit if we're going
Right.
to a call that's like a domestic violence call, stuff like that, right? So when it comes to the police, yes, we do get a little more leniency when it comes to civil driving. Now, it may not pertain to this exact
I don't think it does.
situation,
I really
No,
right?
don't think it
no, it
So
doesn't.
what we're looking at is a civil. Me personally, the way I would handle that call, and this has nothing to do with the fact that it was a cop. If I saw that, if I was driving by on McDowell and I saw that, I would make a stop on the car. I would ID who it is, and I would warn him. I really wouldn't give him a ticket. Personally, I am not a ticket writer. The last ticket I wrote was 3.5 years ago for speeding.
Well, it
And that was the first ticket I had written since like
On-
3.5 years before that. So
honestly,
that's not my jive. Like, I'm not big into the civil stuff.
honestly though, my viewers think that he was very unprofessional
Okay.
and shouldn't be an officer.
I really thought he was going to
So,
get hit, man.
yeah,
The
I
fear-
thought I was gonna
The
get
fear of
hit.
him getting hit was real, bro.
So,
you know what I mean? Like that's why we want to
He's a danger to the public. His
Okay.
attitude.
Okay.
He needs to be suspended.
So what do you? I don't think it's going to go a suspension route.
But we just
don't.
need something on record.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, is this a formal complaint?
It's going to be a.
Or
Do
is
you
it
have a
I
complaint
need
form?
to send him to training and
You-
document this in his
you-
workstation
You
file.
you need to send him to training.
And document this in his workstation
Yeah,
file?
yeah.
Okay. Because that's something I can handle on my
Okay.
level.
Okay.
You guys wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. I've
Well,
seen the
Well,
video.
no, I
But
need
people
it.
would-
I need it in person. I need both. I need him retrained, and I need it on file because
It would be on file.
Okay,
So his
okay.
workstation file
Yeah.
is his permanent file
And-
where we document things.
and
Would I be able
it's-
to FOIA that
yeah.
and it'll show up?
I'm sorry?
Would I be able to request public record request that?
You can
it'll
do
show up?
public record requests on
Okay,
anybody's
okay.
workstation file.
Okay,
so,
cool.
So you know, basically what my plan would be is we have our driving instructors, okay? It would be to sit down and do a counseling, to send them to our driving instructors, and then to document a workstation file that we discussed it. And then what we like to do, as you would with like any job, is, oh man, what is it called? The name's escaped. Progressive discipline. I'm sure you guys have heard of progressive discipline. So basically, if we document something and then we see that he does something very similar, and we did the counseling, we sent him to training, we documented it in his workstation file. Well, if he does the thing in a matter of a couple months, it's like, okay, now we're actually having a problem, so then we take the next step.
Okay.
And then the next step.
Yeah.
So I think we're at this level, because personally, we haven't had any problems with him. He may have been having a bad day. He may have been fed up with dealing with you guys. Even worse is we're frustrated with the security guards there, because we told them the first time to knock that shit off.
Oh, really?
Yes, we told them, hey, you guys are on a public right-of-way. You have every right to videotape. And we told them after that first call not to contact you guys again. So he's, because I talked to him on the phone before I came here.
Okay.
And he was more frustrated with the Boeing employees, and he just wanted to get out of there. And yes, the driving was a little bit dangerous.
And he failed to identify. Both of them failed to identify.
The problem here is he's not dealing with us, the public. You know, and he should. We pay his salary. We employ you guys.
I called out his car number several times, even
All
before.
we wanted to do was get a name and badge.
Yeah.
And again, we were very cordial at first. Said officers, hey, officers. We waved at them, and they completely.
Did you get his name and badge number?
No, they failed to identify. We had to take it off the video.
Paniagua?
Yeah.
There we go.
Paniagua.
And,
did they give you their badge number?
No.
That's something we need to talk to them about too.
Yeah.
We're not required to write it down.
Right.
But we are required to verbalize it too. Do you guys need mine?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Lavin, Lavin, badge number is 17496.
Okay.
I am a brand new supervisor, so.
Awesome.
We have respect.
No,
for what you guys do. We're not there to antagonize what you guys do, but
for the most part, like, I get the bad rap that a lot of police officers get.
Especially Mesa.
Yeah, we've had our share of it, but I will say the vast majority of us are very good police officers, and I, on occasion, have had some bad days where I've come across pretty unpolite to the public.
Yeah.
And it's nothing personal. I've had, we see some of the worst of the worst of the worst. Sometimes we have a bad day like everybody else.
Everybody's entitled to one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why I'm willing to address this with them, because we're all human. We've all made mistakes. We're not all the best. And you guys are well within your rights to.
I think at the end of the day, though, we should get something documented.
Yeah, it is
but the problem that we're having, though, we have a bad day. We end up in jail or potentially facing several fines, whereas you guys just get smack on the wrist.
In reference to what?
Like anything that you do, like you're allowed to break laws and codes, and you'll just get a slap on the wrist. Whereas, like if I did that to one of you guys, I'd go to jail for a long time.
You got to be a little more specific.
If I revved my engine and came at one of your officers, that would have been attempted aggravated assault or something crazy.
So that's a different story, though. If you guys are saying that you think he tried to run you over versus just trying to get out of there, at first you guys, like, it looked like he was just trying, like, one person was getting ready and he's like,
no, I think he was upset at the situation and let emotions get to him, but I think he was like, I think he was trying to scare me, honestly, which that's...
Watching the video, to me, it's just like he's just trying to get out of there. That's what I think.
But
now, should he have let you guys cross? Yes. Yeah, he should have.
Well, no,
first of all, you guys are trying to flag him down.
Yeah.
He should have went and talked to you. Okay.
Exactly.
Secondly, let you guys cross the street. Okay, and then go.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been trying to get out
At
there.
the end of the day, man, we really appreciated them, even though they didn't serve us.
Yeah.
We were very appreciative that they went and educated the security guards.
Yeah,
those security guards were super aggressive.
Yeah,
we weren't upset with you guys at all. We get it. We weren't upset with you guys at all. We were upset with the security guards. And I think the anger that you were seeing was more geared towards the security guards, and he was tired of dealing with it and wanted to get out of there. It didn't pertain to you. In fact, when he called me on the phone after I got dispatched this call, he even said, like, I have no problem with them. I'm not mad at them. Like, he was frustrated of dealing with these security guards twice. after telling them the first time, hey, they can be there to call us back again. Because it,
Well,
you
it
know,
was a different set of security.
well, and we
guards,
were getting ready to cancel the call, and then the security guard said, well, we're being threatened. So I was like, okay, well, now we have to, yeah, so now we have to go out. So you see where that is? I mean, that's why you had a second.
Well, you know what? They did get
response.
threatened. They got threatened with an education.
I'll
They
deal
didn't
with
like
it.
Yeah.
I said
So-
they're gonna come out
So
and
it's gonna
educate you,
this
and they
this
didn't like
this is gonna be documented. Okay, this is gonna be
it. So
documented.
how do I get a
I'm gonna talk
record
to-
of that documentation?
Just a Freedom of Information Act
Just a
request.
FOIA
Yeah, you
request?
can do. Go down to our Mesa Police records and say, hey, I'd like to get a copy of the workstation file.
How
for-
long until it's up?
Well, I'll do it today.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll do
so
it
if I go
today.
anytime after tomorrow, it should be already on file.
I would wait a week just to make sure that everything is updated because I don't know how our quality assurance system works. Just so that you guys get there and like may not get it.
Okay.
And then you can see what I wrote in there and what plans we have to take. We're more along the lines of taking just a progressive discipline stance here and see if we see
Right,
this
because-
continuing behavior.
Exactly.
I like to give people the
Exactly.
benefit of the doubt. I even do the same thing when I'm interacting with citizens. Like most of our domestic violence calls we go on is a couple arguing. And that happens a lot. Like everybody gets into argument with
Yeah.
their spouses, right?
Yeah.
So when we show up, DV laws stipulate that you don't have to be a victim and you can make an arrest. Well, if we went and arrested every single person that got into an argument, I mean, there's no way to do that. So we usually give people like, hey, you know, you cannot, you can't argue like that because if it disturbs your neighbors, then it's disorderly conduct. So if this continues, then we're going to come back and we're going to have to arrest somebody. So that's typically the, like, we try and go that route as much as we can, a progressive discipline
Yeah, I
type
think
route,
it's super
even with the
important to have-
citizens. Yeah.
It's super important to have these incidents documented because at the end of the day, if he does this 10 times and the 11th report, you know,
Look, man,
11th person
I'm a
reports it,
big, I served
know.
in the military. I'm a big advocate
Thank you
for
for
rights. We get a lot of calls where somebody's like, hey, there's a guy walking down the street with a gun. I'm like, okay, is he waving it around?
Yeah,
no.
it's Arizona.
Did he threaten somebody with it? No. I get on the radio and I'm like, we're canceling that. Nobody's going to that.
Yeah.
We have no reason
Good.
to go talk to that
Right.
guy.
Because
Right.
it's
So
just gonna make
and
you
just so
put
you
you guys
know,
in
there
bad
are a
position.
lot of people with that same mindset as me that do
Yeah.
this job.
It
A
puts
lot of people.
it,
It's the problem
it
that
could
the
put
guys
you in
just think
an
that they're
unsafe
old school. You know what I mean? That don't think
position,
progressively, that
so-
don't, you know, get with the
I
program.
don't even think it's like progressive. It's just common sense.
Wow.
It's common sense.
That's
You
even,
gotta,
yeah, that's even harder
you gotta
to come by
look.
for some
You
people.
gotta look at common sense.
Yes,
And,
I know.
And that's kind of the approach I'm trying to take on this. Is a common sense approach.
And if you look at it that way, it works. Just the problem is when you let your emotions play out
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
your common sense.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
when we run into this type of issues.
Exactly.
But I mean, I'm
100%.
glad it's going to be documented. We'll come
Yeah.
and do the FOIA, and we'll
Yeah,
get
and
the
if we
records.
have, if you guys have any more problems with him, or I notice any more problems with him, then we'll progress.
Okay.
So it's going to be documented in his workstation file.
Okay.
So it stays there. It can't get deleted. So it'll be a paragraph written up about like the issues that you guys saw.
Yeah.
Kind of what I said to him. I'll reach out to our driving
I'm
folks.
I'm not so worried about myself, but other people in the community. Things happen, and
Absolutely.
it was reckless. Say if it was a kid,
Okay.
he might not have been
Absolutely.
able to see a kid go by.
Yeah,
So
we really just want justice, man.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we're out here for the people. We're
Yeah,
out here
Yep.
for-
I have no problem discussing this with him and making sure that something like that doesn't happen again. Like,
And like
I
I said,
like to
everyone's
hold-
entitled to a
Yeah.
bad day, man. It
Yeah.
just don't make
he's
a
not
career out
even
of it,
he's
you
not
know?
even my officer, but I'll handle
Okay.
it. So,
Thank
all right,
you.
guys. Is
Thank
there
you.
anything else?
Can-
Do you have a business card? by
Yeah.
chance?
I don't even have my like,
Okay.
normal cards, but hopefully.
well, you're brand
got-
new, so that's why.
Well,
right?
I've been doing this for 12 years,
Okay.
but I'm a brand new sergeant.
Okay.
So,
Well,
I actually
New-
worked
new
right
cards.
before this. I did community action jobs, so I dealt a lot with the community engagement aspect of the job.
Oh,
Putting
cool.
together like a homeless outreach program and a bunch of other things.
That's
So,
awesome.
like I get it, you know.
Those are good things, man.
Yeah.
We're
We like to
trying
see.
to stem away from this like.
Well, Mesa has a horrible reputation.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure you're aware of that. Mesa
Yeah.
has a horrible reputation
Well,
across the nation.
And it's going to sound bad coming from me because it's going to sound like I'm partial to the Mesa Police Department. We're actually a really good department. We really are. And sometimes, as with any company or anybody else, there's always a downfall. There's always somebody, right? Like you hear about.
One bad apple.
Yeah, you
will
hear
rot the
about
whole
like
hog,
yeah,
the
you
whole
hear
garden.
about an engineer that sells off secrets over to Russia. Well, that's a bad company. Or you hear about well, all politicians are bad, but that's a different discussion. So. And then there's a lot of medical malpractice that happens. Well, not all doctors are bad. You know, a teacher goes and sexually abuses a child. Well, not all teachers are like that. It's the same aspect, right? And we do weed out our bad apples.
So with the politician,
I mean, and I know you're saying that, but the problem is we the people experience it a little bit differently.
Yep.
We've seen bad officers get promoted. We've seen.
I've experienced it as an officer acting as a citizen.
Well,
I've come across.
We also see good officers.
Dude,
not taking action on bad officers.
I was this close to filing a complaint on a police officer as a police officer.
You should,
when I was
man.
pulled
You
over.
should
I was
be able
this
to.
close, but I like to give. Oh, and no, and I'm allowed to, but I just no. I'm done. I'm gonna drive off. Like I was treated very rudely, and I was like, and when I drove away from that, I was like, God only knows how if he treats me like that, knowing I'm a cop in this situation, how is he treating the general public? And it's stuff like that that I get kind of jades the public, and it changes public perception, and we are trying to get better at that, and there's a lot of stuff that we're doing that's good, and hopefully you guys start to see it.
We were talking to a homeowner earlier where he was actually burglarized at his home. Called the police, cops showed up and started yelling at him, "Who are you? Get in," you know, he told him, "I'm the homeowner." He said, "Well, sit in your car across the street." You know, and I mean, he's like, "Man, I felt like I'm the criminal."
So, like on that, there's certain tactics that a lot of the citizens won't know, especially if it was dispatched as an emergency call. We show up fast with a lot of information, and if they're saying like, "Hey, somebody's breaking into this home," and we get there and there's somebody in front, we're gonna treat it as if it's a bad guy. So a lot of it is, hey, we're trying to secure the stuff, and then it's okay. Let's backtrack. You're the homeowner.
But you
we
gotta
don't have the bad guy.
You gotta have that relationship with the community. I mean, you can't come in abusive from the get-go. That's a problem.
No,
or aggressive.
Their intent is not to be abusive. Our intent is to make a scene safe, to protect ourselves. As you guys know, I mean, you watch the news. It's dangerous, man, and it's getting more and more dangerous. You see these active shooters.
Imagine how we feel, man. It's dangerous for us to be out here doing this.
Especially in Phoenix. I'm from Phoenix.
We should, but you know what? I like to give the benefit of the doubt, and I like to use these as protection.
I tell everybody, I'm a firearms instructor. I tell everybody I come across in the public, I'm like, as long as you're not a felon, I'm like, you should be carrying a gun.
I like to use my left and my right now.
So actually, I don't carry firearms because of one of your officers. I was so I moved from Washington, which you probably understand the gun laws up there.
I don't.
They're really, really strict.
Okay.
They just passed some new ones.
Okay. Thank you. You got it.
Have a good night. So, yeah, basically they passed these really strict gun laws, and so I didn't know that I don't have to say that I'm carrying a firearm at a traffic stop.
You only do that if an officer asks you.
Okay.
That's the way the law is written. If you're concealing a weapon on yourself during a traffic stop, and a traffic stop constitutes even like a stop of your person. So let's say you're lurking around a business after hours and we stop you. If we ask you, are you concealing a weapon? You are required to say, yes, I have one.
Okay.
So a lot of times it
only if you're asked. So.
Yeah. And a lot of times it depends on what the stop is, whether or not the officer will actually temporarily confiscate that weapon from you. So like, I mean, if it's a call that's somewhat dangerous in nature, they might take it from you for a second. Me personally, I feel every situation out. A lot of times I'll leave the gun on the person.
So
and I'll just stress to them like, and I'll actually.
They're not all criminals.
Well,
man,
and a lot of times I'll give the person the choice, because I'll say, hey, I see that you've got a gun. I'm fine interacting with you, but the instant I see your hand go to that gun, then we're gonna have a problem. So you have the choice. Either I can take that gun and go put it in my car, so we're good, or you can keep it on you. But just realize, you know,
but this is documented.
Yeah,
so.
and that's where I stand. But everybody has a different way of doing things.
Yeah,
and
we've seen some aggressive stuff, man.
Yeah, we have.
What we're doing is we're trying to reach this separation, man, because right now the public and the police are very separated from each other.
Well, what I have been stressing in my briefings, because we brief daily, is that you can still maintain safety up here in dealing with you guys. But the whole name of the game is threat assessment, you know. But you got your hands in your pockets, but you don't have them in your pocket.
Yeah,
But you don't have them in your
cold.
but you don't have them in your pockets in a way
Thumbs are
that
still out.
right, that it looks like you're digging for something, right? So everything is a threat assessment. You gauge everything where you're at. You guys aren't a threat to me.
Right.
But
We're not threatening.
I still have contingency plans up here in case you decide that I'm going to fold up this tripod and I'm going to use it as a weapon, right? So you can still be very professional with people,
Right.
interact with people, and still have contingency plans to stay safe. Absolutely. You don't have to be a hard-knuckled
Right, and
bruiser.
we're all really like that. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we should all watch out for each other,
Yeah.
watch out for yourself.
Yep.
Love that neighbor, you know what I mean? Everybody
So
should watch out for
I hate to cut things off. I haven't gone to the bathroom in quite a while. Do you guys need anything else, or are you good with me heading in? So I can use the
No,
bathroom.
so what we're
Nope.
gonna do is,
Yep.
so you're gonna write the report.
It's not a report. It's not a report. It's a workstation file entry.
Now, I don't know, man. I kind of think we should do
Yeah.
do a,
So
yeah, 'cause
you
we want something
you
documented.
you
It is
can
documented.
Right, but we
Yeah.
want something documented.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It would be documented on your behalf.
So I'm gonna wait, and then if say 2 weeks or 3 weeks down the road, I'm not able to FOIA it. So with your department, so I've been given information like phone numbers, and then I call it, and
For what?
for just informations or trying to get a hold of a certain officer. It's more the main station on Robson, but
You're looking for a specific officer?
well, that, or I'm looking to get a hold of. I was actually surprised that they sent you out, because usually they kind of flake on you. I've noticed for Mesa PD. You call and you get a number that just rings and rings and rings, or goes straight to voicemail. Then you call it back in a week, and it's
So just so you
completely
know,
gone.
you can
So-
Google it and look it up. Our internal affairs section, they changed their name to professional standards. You can file an online complaint there, or there is a phone number you can call if you ever want to file a complaint on a police officer you interact with. And they basically write up your complaint and send it electronically through the chain of command. So that's an option for you guys to
So
handle.
can we do
too.
that with you now?
If that's the route that you absolutely want to take, we can do it. I was just hoping to handle it at a supervisor level, just given the fact that I haven't had any problems with this guy. He's usually
If we do
really
a written
good.
complaint, it'll still be handled by you, right?
Yeah.
Or his supervisor.
It would
direct
probably be handled by his but since I'm here talking to you guys, I
May-
would end up handling it.
Maybe it's better to
And it
have
would-
a
and
third
I'm going to
party.
tell you right now,
so.
it would generally go with me doing that. It just requires me to do a lot more paperwork.
I hate to put you
If
through
you
it,
guys,
man,
so
but I
if
think
you
we're gonna
guys,
have
if you
to
guys
go
want
that
to,
route.
because if you guys want to go that route,
Okay,
I
more
have to
paperwork.
Huh? I
More-
hate paperwork, dude. If there's so much of it. So if you guys want to go that route, I basically start the complaint. I send it up to the top. They're going to send it back down to me, and then I would interview him. I would probably re-interview one of you guys, maybe.
Okay.
And then
I want to go that route.
you want to go that route?
Because
Alright, so-
the way he's driving, I'm not thinking of myself.
Because in the end,
So-
I'm probably
so-
going to end up finding it the same way of training and potential progressive, like a written reprimand is what I'm looking at. It just requires a lot more
So
work than me
I-
documenting it in his.
I just don't want him to kill a child. That's all.
And he won't.
Well, that's how he's
The biggest
driving.
thing
So
the biggest thing we get to walk our heads up high with the complaint. We
Yeah.
get something
Sure.
in writing.
All right. So who wants to make it?
I do.
You. All right. I don't have anything to write with, but I'm audio recording. Can you? Oh, I got a pen. I forgot my little. Yeah, I forgot my little cards.
So how about I go to the main precinct where I can file a complaint form?
You can actually do it online.
Okay.
So if you go home, just
Well, I prefer to do it in person, so I'll just print it out and go.
so you don't want me to do anything at this point? Because you can do it. Because you can do it right now, and by the end of tonight, I'll have it in the system. Because otherwise, you're going to deal with somebody else, and it's going to create more time. I can start it tonight, and start working on it and have it done by the end of this week. Otherwise, if
Yeah, that way we'll give it about a week or two, and then we'll come and do any kind of FOIA to see.
yeah, and just based on the video I watched
Okay.
and talking to you guys, I'll interview him, but it's going to look like just a
Yeah,
It's
we have
a
it in,
training it's a training issue, and
we have
we're
it in
gonna
3 different angles, so I'm sure we can submit all 3 different angles, so you
Okay.
can kind of get a better picture of what really happened.
all right.
So we're for sure gonna FOIA. Yeah,
You're gonna what?
FOIA his record, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think I'll go that route, and then if that FOIA is not there in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'll submit a
Are you
written
guys still
complaint.
going live?
So
Oh, it's been.
yeah,
Okay.
it's been like
Because I'm gonna ask for some personal information, so I don't.
Well,
know
I-
if you wanna-
We'll mute it.
Yeah.
You guys want to go off, so I don't want that broadcast everywhere.
so.
So are you gonna keep rolling? Just that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else,
Okay.
Alex?
That's all. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Take care. Be safe out there. I do highly recommend that you guys carry a gun.
All right. Yeah, I will.
'Cause
Well,
you don't want anything bad to
I stopped.
Especially like
I
going
stopped.
into dirty parts of cities, man.
Oh man, we've been through some tough parts of.
I stopped carrying because I'm always in Phoenix, and so the MO is domestic violence, someone with a gun. So someone with a gun, then they get shot dead.
Yeah.
So that's been the MO, and obviously we
You
don't.
guys can both carry concealed. You're not felons, right?
No.
Yeah, you guys can both carry concealed without a permit.
But the problem is, I'd rather not have a gun on me, because then it puts me in the position where I'm a threat automatically to them. Say,
To who?
to the Phoenix Police.
Oh.
So they have a habit of shining their spotlights in our face, and I hope your officers aren't doing the same. So
We usually return
yeah.
a favor, which is not very pretty, but I carry a pretty bright.
yeah.
Like, man, to be
So-
perfectly honest, and it's gonna sound.
Yeah,
I don't
go-
care what you guys do.
Go ahead and go.
You guys have you guys
So-
have every right in the world to be doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
I don't have any animosity towards you or
And we
any
don't
of your
either, man. We
any
don't
of your
have animosity.
viewers. None whatsoever.
And I like your style of leadership, so I respect
appreciate that.
I hope there's more of you in Mesa.
Well, I
Bec-
feel like this
so-
stuff does need to be done to a certain degree, and I think it needs to be done over in DC right now
Yeah.
too. Like, you got to hold people accountable.
Yep.
And that's what I'll
And
do.
just
So,
like we're being held accountable by you guys on the
Yeah.
street, right? If we run over a stop sign, we're held accountable. We're getting a ticket. You know, we got to go to.
well, not by me. I don't like
Right.
writing tickets.
Well, I mean, but we're held accountable to that standard. So all we do is we just return the favor.
All right. Well, you guys stay safe.
Yeah.
I hope nothing happens.
All right. Thank you.
Being in those
Yeah.
rough
You
parts, so,
you stay safe too. I understand it's a really dangerous job.
It's
So
it's getting worse and worse, man. It's getting worse and worse. I mean, 8 more years and then I can retire.
Hey, there it is, man.
I think I'll stay longer. If I buy back some of my military time, then I can do earlier. All right, you guys
Okay.
good?
Thanks
Yeah.
for your help, man.
All right,
We're
I'll
doing
get
that
to
FOIA
work on it. And again, feel free to stay if you want. Just
okay.
none of the gates, and that's all we ask.
All right. Thank
All right,
you.
guys?
Yep.
Have a good one.
Have a good night.
So, there you guys have it, man. So we did, alright, so we submitted a complaint. He doesn't have anything to write down with. He took everything verbally, he's recording everything. So he's going to submit an official complaint for us.
And we're gonna FOIA
And
later.
He said it's going to take about a week, so FOIA,
Yeah. You too.
FOIA in about a week. And so we that's going to stay in his record and his permanent record. You guys got to watch it live. If you haven't seen it, go back to my channel, see what happened. Two different interactions with the same two cops. Both times unprofessional, second time almost ran Phoenix stopwatch over. So there's no way we were going to walk away with him. I mean, I know he tried his tactics. He tried to convince us.
Officer
it ain't going to happen, guys. We need something in writing.
Officer Rice? Race?
A. Reese.
A.
was the
Reese.
officer, and then the other one was
Risse.
Papa something.
So.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and FOIA that in about a week's time, week and a half. See what all he put on the report.
Yep.
And then possibly, take it to professional standards, submit video evidence of what happened. And again, the goal of this is to have something permanent in his record. If he's done this 10 times in the past and nobody's reported it, this will be his first incident. So it doesn't matter about the last 10 times.
Exactly.
This will be his first incident.
So the community needs to report.
Everybody needs to start submitting this complaint so that we can have these on file. If we go request public information on an officer, and he has 10 of these, we got a problem. We got a problem. It's got to be addressed right now. So that's what the goal of doing this report today was.
He's better than a lot of officers, but still, there were some things that I wasn't really agreeing with. But
I appreciate it. You guys.
It is what it is, and I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna follow through. So, signing out. Alex Love, Phoenix Cop Watch.
Did a little bit of Tempe as well.
Yeah, we already got
I appreciate you guys
the name and badge number. I'll have to look at it from earlier. So.